What up, LA Live gang? This is your boy AC, and I'm back with another video. You guys see the I ain't had no thumb. I had no thumbnail, but you guys see the title. According to Woj just tweeted he just dropped a Woj bomb. Lakers guard Russell Westbrook plans to opt in to his $47 million player option today. I repeat, per Woj, per a Woj bomb, approximately 5 minutes ago. LA Lakers point guard Russell Westbrook plans to opt in to his player option of $47 million and plans to rejoin the LA Lakers for the 2022 and 2023 season. Oh, man. So after all the stuff yesterday and all the stuff, all the Kyrie stuff, and by the way, there's a lot of people out here who think the Kyrie stuff is not done yet. But I guess we're going to find out. But anyway, this is about Russ. So the day is here. Actually, I think Russ had till tomorrow to opt into his contract, but he went ahead and pulled the trigger. Is going to pull the trigger today. I think I said yesterday that all these things would happen. You got Russ, and then we'll probably hear something about Bradley Beal today, and a couple other players, a couple other big name players who have. This will be their date actually on the 29th, which is tomorrow, to opt into the contract. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. For Laker fans, if you're thinking like me, um, this day couldn't come soon enough. We know technically the Lakers could not trade Russ until he opts into his contract. Even though I seen other teams do it, other players, but everybody keeps saying they couldn't trade Russ until he opts in. But okay, so Russ opts in, as everybody was pretty much expected. There's no way he was going to leave $47 million on the table because there is nowhere on this green earth that he will get that. No other team is going to give Russ that kind of money. So hey, he has a contract. It's his right. He opts into his $47 million deal, and that's that. But now the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking, and now I'm getting several notifications confirming that Russ will indeed opt in with the LA Lakers for this upcoming season. And so, like I was saying, the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. Will the Lakers now? It doesn't have to happen today. It doesn't have to happen today. It doesn't have to happen. Doesn't have to happen. It doesn't even have to happen this week. Matter of fact, but with free agency starting Wednesday evening for Friday. I mean, for God damn, I worked all night, guys. So my shit. Be careful what I say, because I've been up all night. But anyway, free agency starts tomorrow evening for Thursday. Um, Free agency officially starts on the 1st of July. So you would think that a lot of these players and the teams would like to just go ahead. If the player's going to opt in, they're going to opt in. If the team is going to exercise a team option, they're going to exercise it or not. And then so they'll know what they can do, what they can do, and what they can't do, because free agency is starting. So in some cases, a lot of teams are in limbo, because even though this wasn't going to happen, but what if Russ just decided, hey, I'm going to opt out and I'm going to retire? It was another Woj bomb, but I don't have time to read it. But it's saying the same thing. But anyway, but I mean, teams have to be prepared either way. Uh, we know more than likely the player, like in this situation with Russ, yeah, he's gonna opt in. So this is what's being reported. But you never know. A player might decide to move on, or might have another deal cooking with another team, and so teams got to be prepared either way. But in this case, Russ's representatives have approached Woj and told him that he plans on opting in, and so now the Lakers are on the clock. Do they have a deal or don't they have a deal? I believe they do have a deal. There's several options out there. You got teams with cap space like the Detroit Pistons. As of this morning, per Bobby Marks, the um, the Detroit Pistons have right now free and clear $35 million under the salary cap, and they also have the ability to renounce the rights to several players, so they could get possibly well over $40 million under the cap. Um, so there's that. So there's a lot of different situations that could happen. The Lakers, they could make a move with Detroit. Like I said, Detroit has cap room, so the Lakers could do a basically salary dump on a team like that. Or what's more likely to happen than anything is these rumored deals with Charlotte, rumored deals with Oklahoma City. Um, who else? Who else? Who else? Let me hit the chat. There's a couple other teams, but mainly I think we've been focusing on those two teams. There's a couple other teams, man. I can't. I've been up all night, guys. My mind ain't sharp right now, but definitely OKC and Charlotte, and I'm thinking more likely it's going to be Charlotte. Oh, and the Pacers. Yeah, there's some talk about maybe a possible Pacers deal between the Lakers. So me, I, it's kind of hard to tell, but I really do believe that the Lakers do have a deal on the table for Russ, and that it will be executed within the next 48 hours. This is what I believe. So today is Tuesday. Free agency officially starts on Thursday, and the Lakers, I believe that I think they just want to tighten up. So now Russ has opted in. So now Rob knows, what he's working with. He knows all the exact numbers. I know he's been in communication with the other teams. So I believe he knows what deals and what players are available, and I believe he knows what teams may be asking for. Now, I'm gonna just give my opinion on what exactly I think is going to happen. Now, I can't tell you exactly what the players are going to be and all that kind of stuff, but what I think is going to happen with the Lakers is salute to the chat. What? Oh my God! I got. Hold on. I'm driving too, man. So y'all bear with me. I got the one and only Eric Kwan in my chat. Salute, Eric Kwan. Thanks for coming through to the channel. Let me see if I can read. Well, the best possible deal, Eric, would probably be, for the Lakers to swing a Kyrie deal, right? Kyrie, that's the best player out of all these players we've been talking about. All these teams, Kyrie's the best player, but that's that's probably a pipe dream at this point. So, I think some form or variation of the Charlotte deal would probably be the best deal for the Lakers. We know the players, Terry Rozier. Uh, you guys, PJ Washington, those guys are on. I think Ubre is on that team, so I think some form of the Charlotte deal was probably would be the best that the Lakers can get. And also, Eric, what I think is going to happen is Jeannie is going to call her old buddy Mitch Kupchak and say, Mitch, hey, we need you to do us a solid. Nobody wants to play ball. You a former Laker. You got to do us a solid, Mitch Kupchak, and let us make a Russ deal with you. And don't ask for no draft. Don't ask for no draft picks, man. Eric, hey, I'm not good, bro. I can't call what's going to happen with each individual player or which would, you know, what was going to happen because usually in my experience, a lot of times with deals like this, what actually happens is not what we usually have been talking about beforehand. Like a month ago, right? Like a month ago, we were all talking about all the different deals, Indiana, Charlotte, uh, all the different deals that the Lakers could do. But we were not talking about Kyrie. Kyrie was not on the table. Now you go back 24 hours ago. Kyrie was the hot topic going to the Lakers. You see, that's just an example of something that we weren't talking about initially that pops up on the radar, and you can't really predict those things, man. Look, it's 8 o'clock Pacific time. I'm in LA. So in exactly 3 hours from now, there could be a report, there could be a tweet from somebody, and now all of a sudden the talk could be Bradley Beal to the Lakers. You never know, man. You never know. And also, actually, watch out for that too. Not exactly Bradley Beal to the Lakers, but this is something. I think you were there, Eric. If you're still listening, I think you were there on Kareem's panel on draft night. I was watching when Ticket came on, and Ticket mentioned a deal with Washington because Washington is saying that KCP and they're taking they're taking offers for KCP and Kyle Kuzma. Now, um, that's not enough money, but maybe the Lakers might decide to move in that direction and send Russ back to Washington. We know they never really want to lose Russ to begin with, but Russ want to move back to LA, so they obliged them. So it's really kind of hard. It's really kind of hard to say, man. I don't know, but I really do think it's going to be one of those three teams. It's going to be one of those three teams. The Wizards, well, actually, four teams. The Wizards, a dark horse and nobody's really talking about this except me and the Lakers over everything. A dark horse with the Detroit Pistons because for whatever reason, Detroit is sitting there with 30 to $40 million of cap space, and there's no there's no players, no big time players that are available that's going to want to go play in Detroit. But for whatever reason, they're sitting there with all that damn cap space. So it's like, why? What are they doing? So anyway, um, and the other two teams, of course, would be Charlotte and the Pacers. The Pacers probably a dark horse because we heard the Lakers offered a package to the Pacers and they rejected it. So we'll see what's going to happen, man. We'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. It's kind of hard to tell. But one thing for certain, two things for sure. What I can say is, um, we all got to be dialed in, keep the phones charged up because a lot of news is going to be dropping today. And this was just the first. This was the first big news of the day. Woj reporting, and now it's Bleacher Report and Shams reporting that Russell Westbrook indeed plans to opt in with the LA Lakers for the upcoming season. So that's all I got on this news right now, guys. I'm actually headed to my next location. So I'll be dialed in. I'll keep my ears to the streets. And I'm telling you guys, it's really a dark horse shot. But keep your eyes peeled and watch what's going on with the Detroit Pistons because there was talk, and I think I mentioned it on Kareem's show, and then Kareem and Elder didn't seem like think that this was going to happen, but it was originally mentioned that the Detroit Pistons were interested in DeAndre Ayton, but they were able to get a lottery pick, and they decided to take a center. So now it doesn't really seem like Detroit will go ahead and still pay Ayton when they just drafted Jason Duran, who was a lottery pick, and he's a legitimate big man. So I don't think they're gonna. I could be wrong, but I just don't think what would be the sense of doing. What would be the sense of drafting a big man, a legit big man, and getting another one in the free agency? What would be the point of that? So so again, you got Detroit sitting there with all that cap space. It's like a head scratcher. Like, well, what do they plan on doing? What do they plan on doing? But as the day goes by, um, when the news starts dropping, I'll come back. Um, I definitely would drop the link in the chat. So if you guys want to come on, um, the link will be there. Shout out to everybody who came by yesterday. We had we had over 100 people in the chat yesterday. And I appreciate you guys coming through. I appreciate you supporting the channel. We had several YouTubers in the chat watching the stream yesterday. Lakers over everything was in there. Angry Lakers fans was in there. Dame TV was in there. Just a whole bunch of people, man. I really do appreciate you guys, man. I know I drop in on your videos, I leave comments and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes we agree on stuff, sometimes we don't. But when it comes down, what the hell? All right, Russ is tweeting. Oh man. Anyway, so yeah, I appreciate the support. I will continue to support you guys. You guys hopefully continue to support me, and then it's all good. But anyway, I'm gonna end this stream because I got to pull in here to work and get busy. But if it's some more news drops, I'm gonna be here bringing it to you guys. Anyway, it's your boy AC, LA Sports Live. I will wrap with y'all later.